Good afternoon. You're with the F&O Show. This is ET now, and we've been holding around the 5250 mark. So after a quiet start, the Nifty has perked up quite nicely. But it's not just us. The entire global basket as well has sprung up in anticipation of what may come about from the ECB meet. So you have Asia, which is holding up well. Europe has started off very smartly ahead of that crucial meet by the ECB. So it's a good 1.5% notch up coming in for the entire European basket as well. And our markets too are seeing some rub-off kick in. Ambuja, Wipro, Infosys, ACC, Axis, ICICI Bank, Maruti, Hindalco, HCL Technologies, SBI as well as ONGC are some key gainers in trade. Quickly want to walk you through what some of the F&O entries are currently doing. On mobile is holding strong. It's a good 9% move that you're currently seeing on this one. You've got a Cummins as well, which is going good by about almost 5%. Ambuja, Wipro, Infi, like I just pointed out, good goings again, so 4.5% to 4% coming in a piece. JSW Energy, you've got a Delta Corp, which is looking good, 3.5% up. Aurobindo Pharma, and amongst the mid-cap IT basket, you have Polaris as well as Hexaware, which are looking extremely smart with good 3.5% gains coming in a piece. However, the market does have its handful of losers as well. So IDFC and ITC amongst the big boys. You've got Bharti, which after yesterday's covering-led move today, it's taking a breather. The stock is down by about 1.6%. Central Bank, Power Grid, Bajaj Hindustan. You've got a Lanco as well, which is down about 1.5% or so. And GSPL is seeing some sharp cuts, 5.5%. Down is where the stock is currently. Let's quickly then bring in our experts and analyze the market day as well as individual stock trading ideas as well. CK Narayan, Sandeep Wagle as well as Shardul Kulkarni with us as always. CK, it's sprung up quite nicely thanks to how the global markets are shaping up currently.
Yeah, I think you could probably try and ascribe it to the global market, but I think those are more on expectations rather than any facts so far, because the ECB meet is yet to happen and we yet need to see the light of day. So I think there are expectations driven from our markets owing to the lack of, let's say, downward follow-through. And maybe we are following in the wake of some positive expectations expressed by early opening trades in Europe. Be that as it may, I think collectively it's more expectation. We don't know where that will lead to. As far as the levels are concerned, we are still somewhere in the twilight zone because we are trading at about that 52, 70, 80. This is all in the region of the gap. The market has not really done sufficiently enough for it to really, move out of the danger zone as it were. But at the same time, we also have to say that it has not moved sufficiently to the downside to really get into the danger zone. So we are really in the twilight zone right now and we need to await. I would not prematurely like to trade anything because the signals are not there of a convincing manner. We have light signals which can probably lead us to take some day trades, etc., but nothing beyond that. So as far as our pending trade is concerned, we had, I had looked at the possibility of some ranging markets, so suggested a 52, 53 strangle short, but we have had a slightly trended day intraday, so that trade is in about 5 rupees loss as of now, but I would wait and see what happens tomorrow. And anyway, we have a stop loss at about 150 for that strangle, and we maintain that. And we shall look into tomorrow. So I'm not suggesting any fresh trade into today on the both Bank Nifty or Nifty itself.
Sandeep, how are you mapping the market momentum up until now, and what is it that you would recommend by way of trade on the index?
Pleasantly surprised us. It is opened down and it is firming up slowly. As of now, I think I am absolutely with Dr. Narayan. Some more clarity needs to emerge. I am not bearish. Definitely I am not short. We have covered all our short positions, which we had recommended yesterday or probably in the morning. To go long in the Nifty, I need some more bit of evidence, possibly some volume built up, a clear breakout above 52.70. I am talking of the cash Nifty. In futures, it will be 53.10 or so. And then probably if I see that volume follow up and price holding above that, then probably on a correction to 52.80, I would go long for a limited upside of 53.50, 53.70, nothing beyond that. So broadly that 100-point range I still maintain. But as of now, it will be stock specific and a positive bias is what I would say.
Shardul, what levels are you monitoring now on the index before you could say convincingly that it's time to go long?
Hi, good afternoon. Well, the levels are quite similar. 5280 is the level that we are also watching out for. If the market breaks out above 5280, then yes, there is a possibility of a short-term reversal in trend wherein you may see the levels of around 5330 or 5350 on the index. There is a decent trend line support for the market, which the market has clearly taken at around 5220, 5230. Very honestly, I was not expecting this particular up move. I was actually expecting that trend line will actually break and the market may head lower. But the bias on individual stocks is positive. You have a lot of trading opportunities that have emerged in today's trading session. For example, in cements as well as in case of few auto counters. So yes, the bias remains positive going forward on individual stocks. On the Nifty, I would not like to make a comment before the ECB meeting. Once the ECB meet is there and the picture is much more clear post the ECB meeting, then yes, then one can take a call on the index. But 5280 is the level that I think traders should watch out for in case they have any short positions whatsoever.
Okay, the one outstanding pocket today, of course, has to be IT. Wipro as well as Infosys both holding out very well, 4 to 3.5% gains. And the rub-off can be seen across the mid-cap segment too. So Polaris and Hexaware too are seeing gains of about a good 3.5% standing in. CK, your thoughts on the strength across Infi as well as Wipro today?
Well, I think Wipro is a stock which is into recovery, right? So I think people sort of looking for some value will probably look to buy into Wipro, whereas Infi is something which has spread up earlier itself. So I think, the buying across the IT sector seems to be pretty well spread out, going into a lot of names. You have Hexaware and Polaris also showing you strength. You have TCS, HCL Tech showing you strength. So it seems to be an across the board kind of buying where everything is looking up. It's a tide in the IT space which is lifting all its boats. So I would play whatever is my favorite. I don't want to really cherry pick out of the names because all of them are up and about a bit, and I think varying levels of volatility with each. But overall, today seems to be an IT day, and therefore you could move into anything and it would probably make some money for you.
Okay, we'll slip into a quick break on that note with news that it sprung up a bit from where we started off in trade. So 5250 is back on the ticker, but yes, most investors and traders are watching out for the big Q from the ECB, which is going to be later tonight. Quick break. When we come back, we'll tell you what individual stock ideas to execute trades on.